Player hatred and frustration towards Unfinity continues to grow. Wizards of the Coast is finding themselves into an ever-widening hole that they may not be able to dig themselves out of. Hi everyone and welcome back. MTG Moxman here, and thanks a lot for hanging out with me on the channel today. Welcome aboard to all the new subscribers on the channel, helping me get closer to 12,000 subs, and of course to my regular viewers, my Patreon members who actually help make these videos possible, as well as my YouTube membership members. Thanks for being there, everyone. It's been a blast so far. I bet right now Wizards of the Coast wishes that they could just turn off all the lights in their house and pretend that no one was home. Unfinity just came out October 7th. It just got released, 2022. And already players are angry. Players are frustrated. Poor card quality. An overpriced product. Where do you start? Wizards is already having a hard time with their recent announcements with the 30th anniversary. And it's been pound town ever since. Now you come out with Unfinity. Kind of a fun, silly set to play, enjoy with the players. I've been to a few of the unset releases before, and this one was nearly empty. There was 8 of us. That's really low. And I was not playing, by the way. I was merely observing and watching while having a coffee, because I was not going to put down my hard-earned money on a set like this year after all the price increases going on, and a lot of players felt the same way. They went to the release date, they played with the product, and they didn't buy any boxes. They didn't take anything home. They left it sitting there at the store. I'll be very curious to see, like Wizards of the Coast, you know, when they make products like this, they're not print to demand on this stuff, okay? They don't make it tons and tons, because these sets lose popularity right away. An unset does not have a history of lasting a very long time on the secondary market. If you keep it sealed, it seems to hold some value, but other than that, the cards are usually worthless, minus 1 or 2 cards. But Wizards has tried to fix that. This is a set that's usually just fun, but they're trying to drive value into this set. Another thing angering players. When you take good commander card ideas and you kind of, you know, round hole square object and try to force it in there to make commander players have to go and buy this product so they can get those cards, people can see through that, Wizards. They don't care. They're not going to buy it. Giving us amazing shocklands, and I'll be honest, the artwork on those cards is amazing. But if you think I'm paying $100 to $300 for some of the fancy versions, I'm laughing at you right now, Wizards, and so is every other player, except for they're kind of like having a mean maniacal laugh at you, and they're really upset about it. Because all your other announcements, from price increases to keep releasing products at a faster and faster rate, has the player base questioning everything you're doing. They don't trust you. And Wizards is going to have to work on that. They're going to have to do something, and I bet you they will. Something to turn this around. Because this set, Unfinity, is going to sit on the shelves. I can already see it happening. I've already talked to a few stores, and it is coming around to that point. When you look at a price that is higher, you're not getting anything extra for that money. You're not even getting good card quality. My Discord was filled with photos of junk. I got separate emails from numerous players showing me these misshapen cards, off-center cut, like just horrible stuff. That card quality is just atrocious. Adding in gimmicky stickers and stuff is not going to save you. And yes, there's going to be a lot of tubers out there who are going to say, this is a great product, what a fun time. Yeah, because that's how they're making their bread and butter. They got to make sure everyone thinks it's a great product. They got to keep in the good with Wizards of the Coast. I understand that. But be honest with yourselves. Products like this are usually just a fun product and then they're done. It's something in the past I played with on a Friday night with a few of my friends, kicking back, being silly. We don't take it seriously, and I don't save the cards. I just don't. I never have. Yes, the lands can look awesome in the old unhinged sets and stuff. We kept those, of course. And the same with the unstable. Beautiful lands. But this time, Wizards tried to put some really cool, amazing space kind of awesome Shocklands in there, which needed a reprinting anyway because the price has been rising. And they go ahead and they try to drive the value home, that artificial value, by saying, hey, it's all here in Unfinity. It's right here for you. Come get whatever cards you need. But you got to buy a box. You got to open this stuff. Wizards, we're not falling for that gimmick. And that's what I was hearing from players' mouths. When you see like almost none of these space Shocklands opened, they're like, oh, look, they made it hard to get like a Jeweled Lotus. I don't think they're that hard from the videos I've seen, guys. But yes, I get it. They're not as easily found as you would have hoped. I understand. I expect that you're going to see players turn this product away within the next 7 to 10 days. I bet you the sales go to a standstill because people are going to get a little bit more pumped up for Brothers War. And they're going to hope Wizards didn't hose us again by giving us some awful product. I don't think Unfinity is a bad product in the sense of playing the game. But what Wizards has done to the product is bad. And when you add that culmination of facts with the 30th anniversary, which I just keep seeing brought up over and over. It's not dying, Wizards. You can't turn the page on the news and think it's going to go away. And because of that kind of thing, when you look at Unfinity, players are being hypersensitive to what you've just done, and they will criticize you that much more for any mistakes you make in your current product lineup, which means you've cannibalized future products. If players walk away because they're unhappy, from wallet fatigue to poor product quality, all those things add up to unhappy players. And when you add in other announcements and price increases, wow. I don't know if it actually will add up to anything in the long run. Players can be very forgiving. They just want to enjoy the game and have a good time. And Unfinity is a good set to play and have some fun with. As long as you're just playing it for fun, splitting a box with a few friends is not a big deal. But at the price point it's at, it's not at a jumpstart price, right? It's not like $104 or $108 Canadian. Here in Canada, that box is like, what, $170? It's going to cost you a pretty penny. And players are just like, it's not even a set I can play in most rotations of formats I play in. I know Wizards has tried to spice it up by adding those cards in, but players aren't biting. I saw it at those events. There's like almost nobody there. Even the store was kind of like, hey, you want to buy some No, I'm not buying anything. I am waiting to see what the Brothers War looks like. And so are a lot of other people. Wizards, you have messed this up. And I'm not talking just with Unfinity. That's what players are mad about right now. They're really picking on some of the stuff. I'm looking at this stuff right here. Worthless cards. Junk. Being held up by a few pillars like the Shocklands. Because they're from a different format. Right? Those are coming into things like Ravnica where they should be. But you knew you had to print them. You knew this set probably wasn't good. I was hearing it all day long. And they're asking me how I feel about it. I said, I didn't play. I watched people play. And it looked like a fun set. Tickets and stuff seemed to go over well. The card artwork was beautiful. I enjoyed the look and the style of the cards. But I knew what I was walking into from the last unset. And I knew I wasn't going to buy it at this price point. And many players showing that anger and frustration toward Wizards is it's starting to spin off into their product lineup. Not just the 30th anniversary, but anything Wizards is putting out. It is going through a microscope. The magnifying glass is in fine tuning and it's zooming in on everything they do. Wizards will right the ship. They'll turn things around. They'll turn the page on the news and they'll fix it somehow, but it's just not going to happen fast enough for a lot of the players in the game right now. I'll be curious to see what people think about this when you put it down in the comment sections. Let me know how you feel about Unfinity and any other future products coming up you think are going to be trash. You're just avoiding it for the sake of avoiding it, and you're only keying on a few things like Brothers War. Thanks a lot for tuning in today. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me on the channel. I look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow for the card watch video. We'll see how the reserve list is doing and which cards you should be watching. I'll see you then. What would this channel be without patrons? It'd be nothing! Those patrons make the world go round. Thank you again to each and every one of you for your continued support. Patrons make it happen. Well, here you guys are at the end of the video. You've made it that far, the top 3%. It's like watching a Marvel, advanced trailer later on. People asked me, and I didn't put it in the main part of the video, about this as an investment product. Unless the price goes down, I am not investing in this at all. I'm talking a major price dump. They'd have to put this set down to about $100 for me to want to buy any of it. Unsets do not typically grow at the same rate as other sets. They're a silly Friday night set where you bust out and have some fun. The only difference here is they put some Shocklands in to try drive some value. They're trying to make it hold value with a few extra commander cards. I don't think this is going to play well for them. This kind of set at this rate is going to take 10 to 12 years to even double in profit. I'm not willing to take on that risk by trying to sit on a sealed product like this right now. Not a chance. I will wait for good products like Brothers War. So no, I am not investing in this. I'm not touching it right now. Unfinity is great to play, but it is not going to be for most people as an investment mode of something to hold on to. And I think a lot of stores are going to be left holding the bag on this one. So I think this is just another Wizards mess up that people are not going to be really forgiving of right now. So I'm going to stay away from it, and I wouldn't recommend buying it right now. I would let it sit there on the shelf, okay? Guys, thanks a lot for hanging out. Thanks for being with me. Hope you're having an awesome day wherever you are in the world of Magic. Great game out there to play. And yeah, there's some problems going on. But hey, tomorrow's another day, and things will get better. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.